Hey everybody, Adam Savage, and I'm at Prop Store in Los Angeles with
Adam,
Brandon.
good to see you.
Good to see you, sir. We've got a Batman and we've got a Batman villain.
Yeah, these are really, really neat. So the cowl, of course, is the first Christian Bale film, Batman Begins.
Yep.
And this is a film-used cowl cast in foam latex. The Bane headgear, not film-used. It was actually a contest giveaway prize. They called it the Dark Knight Sweepstakes, which was a contest that they ran when the film was coming out. But it is all made by the same people out of the same molds. It is a very faithful replica of Bane's headgear. We did sell a number of years ago a film-used Bane costume, the whole thing, including the headgear, and that one sort of came apart with magnets and such, multiple components.
This one doesn't have to do that because it wasn't worn.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Just a display piece. But you know, probably the closest anybody's going to get, aside from that one costume that we were fortunate enough to auction for Warner Brothers 10 years ago. It's just, you don't see these. They probably only made a few of them.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool design. Should we talk about where we're going?
Let's talk about this one first, because the Batman Begins comes out a few years after Joel Schumacher's campy Bat era. And, you know, it is what it is. There's a moment where Joel Schumacher said, I think I might have overdone it. And so from all of that 1960s sort of Tim Burton camp that had been sort of inflated into the Batman franchise, this was Christopher Nolan taking it back to its darker, grittier, serious roots. Yeah. And I love how sculpted this face is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was really neat to get to see this in person and to look at the inside of it, because there's actually more going on with it than you would realize, right? I mean, it looks like just a simple cowl. Yeah. Sometimes you see a repeca, it's just like a slush cast rubber thing or whatever. This one, and I think we can take it off here and take a look at it.
All right.
Gotcha. So it's cast in foam latex. You can see on the inside there.
Oh, it's all lined in a
really nicely
fabric.
Lined, and there's some cast mesh. I think they call it power netting in it that gives the foam latex some strength and resilience. And then you've got things like there's a little strip. Do you see around the base of his neck or his chin? You can kind of see it looking through the top of the mouth hole.
Oh yeah,
it looks like an adhesive strip.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing they would actually tack it to his face there. Possibly so it will move in a certain way, like as he's moving his mouth. So it's a really complex build, you know, it's totally pro quality. It's not something that a hobbyist could just go and build. It is, you know, it's fascinating for me to see how much work goes into something like that.
100%. Also including the sort of cast bias in here to make sure it hugs the back of his neck going down.
Yeah.
These hooks, which are clearly for securing it within the costume so nothing moves. You know, I also notice how much they made the sculpt has what looks like a skull-like quality to it, where like the various bone surfaces are really pronounced, and there is a little bit of death in there, which I feel like has always been in Batman.
Interesting, yeah.
Now from here with the big mouth, all of a sudden I feel like it's a Burton, right? Because it's sort of absurd.
But up like
look at that, yeah, far out. I
really sharp nose. Look how pointy the nose is.
Yeah.
Really distinct nose feature on it.
Dude.
And we haven't handled many of these. There's quite a few Batman cowls floating around from the Burton movies, the Schumacher movies, but the Christian Bale films, very few. I mean, this may be the first Batman Begins cowl that we've ever brought to auction. So it's pretty special. It's in great condition.
For foam latex, it's in insanely great condition.
Yeah, the foam's still really soft and supple.
Do not put this in a window.
I love the seamless look, right? There's no seam. I mean, the first Burton Batman cowl has that famous big seam running up and down the back. At some point, I think they figured out that you could make the exterior one piece and set the interior of it up in, you know, like an orange, slices of an orange, a matrix style mold where you can put the pieces in and out, which is what gave them the smooth exterior.
Oh, amazing.
And so the technology of bat cowls improved film to film.
Actually, since this film, they've only continued to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite things about the Robert Pattinson Batman is that when he takes the helmet off, he's got black makeup around his eyes, like everyone would.
Right.
I'm glad they finally made that canon. Okay, so from the first film, the new Batman, we go to the third film and a brand new kind of villain. This is Tom Hardy's Bane.
Yeah, which by the way, I thought was a great character. I know that a lot of people love The Dark Knight, prefer The Dark Knight. I'm absolutely fine with Dark Knight Rises, and I'm fine with Tom Hardy's Bane. I think it's great performance, great character, just a great movie.
I agree. I agree with the first two. It's not my favorite of the Batmans. I love Dark Knight, but Bane is a spectacular villain, and that opening sequence, one of the great opening sequences from film. Talk about
over the plane,
capturing your attention. I'm fascinated by this mask, and of course, like everyone else, I think of drinking straws when I see these little ribs here.
Okay.
It's great to see it up close and personal because there's all sorts of extra technology that they're implying, like maybe some type of filtration going on with these different shapes here. The blue canon to the film?
It's funny you asked that. We were talking about that just a moment ago off camera with someone else. I think the blue is accurate to the film, but it is a stronger shade of blue here on this replica than what you would see in the movie. So I do think it's blue toned on film, but probably washed down more, darker.
Interesting.
And this one reads as kind of a poppier blue. Maybe it's just the blue without the distressing, or maybe they've gone with a slightly brighter blue tone.
It's a fascinating addition because it didn't read to me in the film. Fabric findings people on the comments, tell me where I find what looks to be like 4 millimeter diameter eyelets. I didn't know such a thing existed. These tiny eyelets.
In the webbing there.
They're rocking my world.
And this is all real fabric that's been applied to it.
All these textures were stuff I didn't notice.
Is this cast? That mesh material?
It looks...
Or is that a real mesh?
Actually, that looks like, I think that's a real steel mesh that's been molded into form and painted. But it could also, it looks quite dimensional here. But it could be cast.
And then it's on, a latex life cast of Tom Hardy. So it's
really? Oh, so it is.
Fantastic display piece. And this is how they put it together for the Dark Knight sweepstakes. You can go online, see the old advertisements from when they ran the film. And this originally came from the person that was the grand prize winner in that contest.
I also want to bring up, I know culturally, we make a lot of fun of Bane's voice for not being able to understand it. And I definitely have my issues.
I understood it. I don't know.
But I also love Tom Hardy's. I love his vocal inflection in The Mask. It's scary. It's exactly what this is a fantastic villain. And this is only, like you said, the second time one of these has come up for auction from you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we were very fortunate. In 2016, we did an auction with Warner Brothers directly where we sold a number of great Batman pieces, including a full Bane costume, which is where I've seen one before. And I think we had a full Christian Bale costume from the Dark Knight Rises, which is a beautiful thing. But outside of that, and obviously, that was quite a pricey item at that point, this is the only other example of a Bane piece that I've seen.
Incredible. This is a lovely pair, and we have some more Batman props to look at. Is that correct?
Yes, there's more.
Okay.
Should we get them?
Yeah. Give us just a second. Dude, I never thought I would see any part of Mr. Freeze in person. I love Mr. Freeze.
Really?
He's one of my favorite. It's not an amazing movie.
You mean
for me.
Arnold, Mr. Freeze?
I love Arnold's Mr. Freeze. I love the costume. The costume was built by Terry English, who built all the armor for Excalibur.
Yeah.
I don't know who built Mr. Freeze's weapon here, but this is a masterpiece.
I don't know either, but totally fitting with that costume and that character. And this is actually the only one of these that I've ever seen.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure. And it's a hero quality version. Let's just show here, if we get the switch on the underside, comes to life.
We have covered so many cool weapons on this channel. We've covered some Barbarella. We've covered some Fifth Element. I think this takes the cake as the most over-the-top sci-fi weapon we have looked at.
A lot of chrome plating going on.
Dude, look at that. I feel like I want to turn this dial. Will that make the red lights light up if I do?
Well, look, and these are even his Freeze diamonds.
Oh my God,
the tiny versions of the diamonds.
Wow.
Cast into the side of it. I don't know what that little lever is about.
I don't know what that is. There's also like a funny safety setting here, like this switch that goes back and forth. I love seeing that they cut out part for Arnold's costume here.
Yeah.
Or maybe just his pectorals.
Look, Batman movies have great props, and so whatever you think of the fourth film as a movie, I think it's got some great design in it and great props. And those movies are a lot of fun. I can watch the third and fourth movie and sort of take them as what they are, which is maybe the ultimate popcorn movie. And I think you can have fun with them.
You're totally right about the gadgets, because there is that line from the '89 Batman, where does he get those wonderful toys? Yeah. And the answer is, there has not been a Batman movie yet that disappoints in the wonderful toys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude.
And speaking of, when we get up to the Chris Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, they had some wonderful props as well. And this you remember, is the EMP weapon.
I know this weapon so
from
well.
Dark Knight Rises. This one also, there's a little switch on the bottom here, which.
Oh my gosh, and it lights up.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Dude,
don't blind
may
yourself.
I?
Here.
Oh yeah. So this is, from my understanding, there are real guns that operate like this, where this would be a bank of super heavy duty capacitors.
Yeah.
That you would charge up. They could release a huge amount of power in a very short period of time, and that would create an electromagnetic pulse, which is. It falls off very quickly because it's dictated by the inverse square law of its effect. So the effect diminishes by the square of the distance. 1 foot away, and it's like way less.
Yeah.
But this absolutely could potentially stop a car if it was a working EMP gun.
And when it came in, we were researching it. Apparently, it is based on a real-world thing that somebody had built called, I think, a coil gun.
Oh man!
I don't know if the coil gun is an EMP in the way that you're saying, or if it's designed to shoot some kind of projectile. Or
it could be a rail gun
or something. Right.
Right. A rail gun's
like
a very different kind of weapon.
Yeah.
This is also, again, from Nolan's universe. One of the things about props from his films is that they always feel unadorned by anything but the commerce of the universe they're in. This is like no exception. This is just so sort of simple.
Yeah.
It's not doing too much work for you.
But it has a military vibe.
Oh, yeah.
As a lot of his tech does. This piece actually does slide back and forth. I don't know if we see that play in the film.
Oh,
but you can
what?
See, yeah, that is, it's meant to collapse down. But once you do that, you don't have access to the handle anymore. So I'm not.
Right. So this is like for storage, then I guess.
Right, and he pulls it off the bike. And in fact, I think this particular example is missing a little bolt here, right in there, where it would actually mount to the frame of the bat pod. But it is, there's a full track system in there to facilitate that sliding back and forth. We did a little bit of restoration when it came in just to get the lights up and running.
Oh, fair.
Most of the interior was there. It's, it's mixed media. Some of this is plastic. There's some metal parts. Some of it looks like a cast rubber. That's like a rubber. That's like a rubber wrap around a bent piece of aluminum.
Yep.
So really interesting construction.
It is a gorgeous piece. I can't
and
tell
really
you.
Unique design.
I have taken every screenshot and every picture of the prop that I can because I've always wanted to make one of these. This thing.
Now you've seen it.
Oh, now I've seen it. And there's a little. I wonder if I can turn down the.
Yeah, I assume that's adjusting the brightness.
Yeah. Is it? No, it's not just adjusting it very much. Maybe you bypassed it in the resto.
That is possible. Yes.
Dude. This is, it's also like a hilarious, I'm going to put this back so you can turn it back off.
Yeah.
But I love the sort of hilarious juxtaposition of from the peak of the camp era to the peak of the hyper-real militaristic era. We've got a real spectrum of Batman representation here.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking like this is a pretty advanced prop build for that time in the 90s. Like they spent some money building these. Look at the intricate kind of metal grills in here. Obviously, everything's been vacuum metallized.
Yeah.
They've got the blue LEDs running throughout.
I will tell you that I found myself wondering, I wonder if they took inspiration for this from the amazing weapons from Men in Black, which came out about the same time. So I looked it up, and this comes out basically only 1 month before Men in Black comes out. So there's no way, unless the shops were working on the same jobs, that they influenced each other. But this definitely feels also. It's drifting towards the Men in Black aesthetic.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. If we go and research, I bet you can find out who the concept designer is that drew this prop up. Maybe they're watching the video right now, and maybe you can find out who built it.
Let us know in the comments. We'd love to know any information you have. If you worked in the shop at the time, we'd love to hear your stories about it. Dude, famously, I know that Arnold has the original Mr. Freeze costume in his collection.
How many did they do? They must have done a few.
I don't think they made more than one because that was custom built by Terry English.
Warner's
do they?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
then maybe they
must be
cast
two.
the one that Arnold has.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, fascinating. It's again for the campy era. That is my favorite villain costume.
He has a lot of great
Arnold's
lines.
Mr. Freeze.
He has a lot of great lines.
Yeah. All those dad puns of.
And a very different Bane in that movie compared to the Dark Knight Bane that we.
I totally forgot that Bane shows up in that film.
Yes. Yeah, it's like Wrestler Bane.
He's Wrestler Bane, and he's one of Poison Ivy's henchmen, right? He's just like a background player.
With a lot of the hoses on the costume, and
Hilarious.
We sold one of those costumes also. We have it all the props.
Can I pick this up?
Go for it. Are you as strong as Arnold?
Now maybe. Still now not at all. Wow. This is something.
Oh, tell you, remember it well, for it is your doom. Get to the chopper!
I know I'm mixing up
Your
the
idea.
movies. Yeah. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
You can put on the Terminator jacket that's on the other side of the room. We'll see how many Arnold pieces we can get on you at one time.
He's not telling the truth. I can't put on the Terminator jacket. But, dude, that is so beautiful. And there's like a lightsaber there in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put this down. Can you help me make sure I get this
I
right?
think we had it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and then that's sat there. That
Perfect.
feels pretty stable.
They gave us a nice square base at the bottom.
They really
They were thinking
did.
display stand. Yeah.
Dude, check out the maybe the best gun grip I have ever seen. Look at this thing.
Yeah, fancy.
This is,
Individual finger slide.
I've never seen anything like this. What were they just made it out of blue
Is the trigger
sky.
practical or the
It
trigger
is-
is just
The trigger
no,
is not.
just dressing?
It's just a
Yeah.
fascia. Oh,
But the
wow.
diamonds are very cool.
Oh, man. Okay, so there's even more Batman stuff than what we've covered in this video in the auction, which
A lot
is
of
coming
Batman,
up.
yes. A lot of big Batman section. There's some of the chest emblems from different suits. There's some smaller hand props, some batarangs. A lot of great stuff. March 25th, 26th, and 27th coming up fast.
Amazing. Brandon, thank you so much for letting
Thank you.
me look at these beautiful toys.